Hello friends, my name is Akash Patel and welcome to my YouTube video on cloud computing basics and benefits. So this is the part of AWS Cloud Practitioner learning journey. So I am very thankful to my professor Dr. Victor Govindaswamy who has guided and motivated me in this course. Without his support, I would not be able to learn and explain you this topic today. So let's begin our journey into the world of cloud computing step by step and very easy words. Okay, let's start. So in this video, we will start from zero. We will understand what cloud computing is in very simple language. We will compare cloud computing the, with the old way of using computers called on-premises computing. So I will show you why so many people and companies are moving to the cloud. We will also look at real example you already know, like watching movie online or saving photos. Finally, we will study the advantage and different service model of cloud. So my goal is to make this video so simple that even someone who has never heard cloud computing before will understand it. So let's move to the third slide. What is cloud computing? So cloud computing means using computer service like storage, server, and databases through the internet. So think about it this way. If you need space to store your clothes, and you have two choices. One Option one, buy a big cupboard which costs a lot and takes space in your house. And option two, rent a locker outside and pay only for the size you need. And cloud is like the locker, you don't own it, but you use it when you need it. For example, instead of buying an expensive hard drive, you can store your photos in Amazon S3, so which is a storage service from AWS. So you pay only for the space you use, and you can access it from anywhere in the world. It is simple, flexible, and cost saving. Let's move to the third slide. So on-premises versus cloud. So before, cloud companies used something called on-premises computing. This means they had to buy their own server, keep them in big building called data centers, pay for electricity, and hire staff to maintain them. This was very expensive and slow. Now with cloud, AWS own the data center. We don't worry about power, cooling, and machines. We just log into AWS and use service like storage or servers instantly. For example, think of running a small bakery. In the old days, you had to build your own oven, electricity, and hire people to maintain it. With cloud, you can rent a oven whenever you need it, bake your cakes, and return it when you are done. So no extra costs, no stress. Let's move to the third slide. So let's see the key benefits of cloud. So the cloud gives us some powerful benefits. So first one is on demand. So resources are ready instantly. For example, just like turning on a tap to get water. In cloud, you just store it or a server immediately. Pay as you go. You pay only for what you use. For example, like paying an electricity bill, if you use less, you pay less. Scalability, you can increase or decrease resource quickly. For example, if a shop gets more customers during holidays, it can instantly add more servers. Flexible and speed, start project fast. For example, a student can launch a website in one day instead of waiting months to buy equipments. So global reach. You can serve users anywhere. For example, you build an app in India, but people in the US can also use it without delay. Let's move to the next slide. Let's see the six advantages of cloud. So now let's let us go deeper into the six famous advantage of cloud explained by AWS. First one, trade capital expense for variable expenses. So normally you can spend thousand upfront to buy server. Then with cloud, you pay only for what you use. For example, a student can rent a server for 2 hours instead of buying a $2,000 machine. Benefits from economies of scale. Second one, you can see here. So AWS server millions of customers, so it reduce cost for everyone. For example, like a supermarket offering discount because so many people buy from them. Let's see the third one. Stop caching capacity. So you don't need to predict how many servers you will need. Okay. For example, if your small YouTube channel suddenly goes viral, AWS will add servers so your user don't face issues. Fourth one, increase speeds and a- agility. Okay. So server can be ready in a minutes. For example, a startup can launch a new app the same day instead of waiting months. Let's see the five one, the stop spending money running data center. So AWS manage buildings, power, and cooling. For example, a small business doesn't need to waste money hiring IT staff just to keep servers running. Sixth one is go global in minute. You can launch your service in multiple countries instantly. For example, a project in Chicago can be seen smoothly by users in Japan or Europe. Let's move to the next one. So next one is cloud server models. So there are three main service models in the cloud. So first one is IaaS, like means infrastructure as a service. So AWS gives you servers and storage. You install and manage the systems. For examples, Amazon EC2, where you rent a virtual computer. It is like renting a room and furnishing it yourself. Second one is PaaS, Platform as a Service. AWS manages more for you, including the operating systems and runtimes. You only focus on your code. For example, AWS Elastic Benchsticks. It is like renting a furnished apartment. You just move in and use it. And third one is SaaS, Software as a Service. Everything is managed. You just use the app. For example, Gmail. It is like staying in a hotel where everything is ready. You only enjoy the service. This way, higher you go from IaaS to SaaS, the less you manage yourself. Let's move to the next one. So, everyday life example of cloud. Let's see, we are already using the cloud without even realizing it. When we save the photos in Google Drive or iCloud, we are using cloud. When we watch a movie on Netflix and Amazon Prime, you are using cloud. When we spend emails with Gmail and Outlook, we are using cloud. These are all examples of SaaS, software as a service. So cloud makes life easy by giving us a technology instantly over the internet. Let's move to the next one. So let's see the common misunderstandings. So there are some uh, misunderstanding about the cloud. So some people think cloud is always cheaper, but actually cost depend on how you design and use it. If you waste resources, it can be expensive. Some people think cloud is not safe. In reality, AWS is extremely secure. Problems happen only if the customers set wrong premises permissions. Sorry. Some believe cloud is very hard, but the truth is it is easy to start with. simple service like Amazon S3. So anyone can learn step by step. Let's move to the next one. Let's see the conclusion. So, to summarize, cloud computing is a modern way of using IT resources instead of buying and managing everything ourselves. We rent from AWS. This market is cheaper, faster, and flexible and powerful. Cloud is useful for everyone, students, startups, and big companies. So, in the next video, we will move from basic to infrastructure, where we learn about AWS regions, availability zones, and edge locations. Thank you so much for thank you so much for watching my video. So I hope you enjoyed this beginner-friendly explanation of cloud computing. If you liked it, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more AWS videos. So don't forget to press bell icon so you can don't miss the next lesson. So I also want to take this moment to give very big thank you to my professor Rector Govindaswamy. So his teaching, guidance, and encouragement inspired me to keep learning and improving. So without this support, I would not be confident enough to make this video. So a huge thank you to my classmates and viewers who support me. So every like, share, and comment motivate me to continue. So once again, thank you very much for your time. My name is Akash Patel, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep learning. Thank you so much.